What it do, everybody? Bucs World! This your boy JB, aka Spoken, and I am here for another thing. Now, unfortunately, we lost today, 34-3. I don't care, to be honest. I'm only here just to analyze the players and just to see what the play callings is like and everything else. So, the Bucs lost 34-3. Oh well, so what? Kyle Trask. Today, I would like to get on that today. I feel like today Kyle Trask was very frustrated, only because he was trying to prove himself, and of course, what rookie wouldn't want to prove themselves to a franchise, especially if you're drafted early. He was drafted in, I believe, the second round, and his numbers are 13 for 26, 131 yards, and 2 interceptions. Now, one of those interceptions, I can for sure tell you that it bounced off the hands of somebody. I forgot who it was. I'm going to replay it right back. But it bounced off the hands of... matter of fact, I think I can say who it bounced off the hands of. It bounced off the hands of Cody McElroy. Yeah, Cody McElroy dropped that pass. And, it made Kyle Trask look bad. And if anybody go back to the footage, if I can show you all, Kyle Trask went to the sideline and he slammed his helmet. Now, these are just growing pains, okay? I wouldn't be too concerned about it. The Tennessee Titans, however, I feel like they came into the game and they left with a boatload of confidence. So if I'm a person like Julio Jones that's just now signing to a team like the Tennessee Titans, I will be very pleased on what I saw today. Beating the defending Super Bowl champions. You see the Bucs all the time. You've been seeing them since you were a rookie, basically. And for your new team to come in during preseason and lay the smack it down on the Super Bowl champions, that says a lot, especially to the guys who's auditioning for their position, such as the second stringers, the third stringers, and the fourth stringers. However, I do feel like Cody McElroy needs to be reevaluated. There's no excuse for him to drop a ball like that. And also today, I feel like O.J. Howard was, he came off on a slow start. He dropped a couple of balls back to back, actually. One over the head, and actually it was another one that was perfectly thrown to him again, and he ended up dropping 2 passes in the first quarter. But he ended up, kind of getting his feet wet along the game, so I wouldn't really worry about OJ too much. But I have been telling y'all about Tanner Hudson now. Tanner Hudson, man, he's balling out. Like I'm telling y'all, Tanner Hudson, 6 for 74 yards. 6 for 74 yards, 12.3. And I think that he had like a one play where he had the ball. He kind of ran it a couple of steps, and the ball bounced out his hands, and the team took it back to the house. That was actually a bad call because I thought that was down on the play. I thought everybody thought that. But, I thought that everybody was thinking the same thing. But that's just a game of football. Sometimes things aren't going to go in your favor. It is what it is. But that, to me, was a bad call. And shout out to Bruce Arians for, basically remaining in the heat of urgency as far as being a head coach. We need that. Regardless if it's preseason, we know we don't have our first stringers out there. We still need that urgency. Now, us losing this bad, 34-3, I will tell you this doesn't do well for any backup that's a Buccaneer right now. Anybody that's a backup that didn't have a good game today, I would be very concerned. Blaine Gabbert, he pretty much had a better... Blaine Gabbert did his thing today. He's who he is. He didn't really get out there too much. Not too much. He was 3 for 6, 33 yards. But Ryan Griffin did better today, and he actually didn't throw any interception, but he didn't throw any touchdowns as well. He was 6 for 11. Blaine had some good passes. Receivers dropped. He showed his speed. He showed his urgency. He showed good releases. He even stumbled when he was handing off the ball to Keyshawn Vaughn. Now, Keyshawn Vaughn, to me, he seems to be struggling as far as showing his talents, if he can be at least a starting running back. Right now, he hasn't really shown that. To me, He's only shown that he can really bounce off the screens or really be good for goal line and short yard situation. And last year he was used in a lot of short yards, especially goal line, red zone situations. So that doesn't surprise me that they're throwing so many screens to him. But my problem with that is, my problem outside of the screens is that he's not really converting and getting a lot of extra yards or just any significant yards when he's handed the ball, going to any gap. Whether it's the odd or the even, he's not getting anywhere. And I don't really like that. Maybe it might just be the Titans defense that showed up today. Maybe they were coached a different set of way, but I do think that losing like this also sheds a light on the coaching. Although our starters were out today, no coach should leave this game feeling happy. You know, these are the same plays that Tom Brady is going to run, and maybe they didn't pull everything out the chamber tonight, but these are the same plays that the Buccaneers are going to run in the regular season. And this is not really good when you're a coach and you see your second, third, and fourth strings out there struggling. So it also just tells us that maybe we need a better backup core. You know, it's something to look into, because nobody really stood out tonight. And I'm not upset. I'm not disappointed. That's just the nature of the game. Another person that kind of showed up today, again, second week in a row, Antonio Hamilton, backup nickel, showing quick speed, looking to make the spot, at backup nickel, and good addition to our team. I feel like he should make the team. He should make the team because this guy plays with hunger. He has passion, and I have not seen him basically get any interceptions or nothing like that. There's only 2 games in the preseason, but if I'm not mistaken, last week he committed a turnover, and I've seen a lot of urgency from his end as well today. So I'm pleased by Antonio Hamilton. As far as Joseph Tryon, I got to get used to saying his name. Joe Tryon, he didn't have a lot of highlights as well, but I want y'all to pay attention. Every time he was lined up on the left side, right? And what I like about him is that I think that teams are going to be very aware that the left side is going to be one of the most dangerous sides when it comes to the Bucs. If you're thinking that you're going to run on the offensive right side and the defensive left side, and think you're going to get somewhere with Shaq Barrett on that side, and you got Devin White, who could easily get in the mix, and you got Levante David as well, who can get in the mix, and then you got Joseph Tryon. Man, bro, you crazy. And then you got Jordan Whitehead. If he comes back from being injured or whatever he's dealing with, you're not getting nowhere. So Joseph Tryon, he's going to be one of those additions where us adding him into the roster, into the game, it's just totally going to distract and disrupt a lot of things that the offense is going to want to do, such as running. Even when you're passing, you're going to have to do like a 1-2-3 drop. Hell, something really, really quick and get that ball out your hands, because we added someone who brings the extra fire and speed to the defense. And I'm kind of glad that he's not really showcasing his whole talent right now. We've seen it on the first week when he got the penalty, and there's footage of the ref basically telling Joe, like, hey man, I think we kind of screwed up on that call, but hey, it is what it is. It's kind of too late. We're going to move on this football. So the Bucs are going to be really dangerous with that guy. So I wouldn't even worry about anybody that's looking for major stats from him in the preseason. He's going to be just fine. He's going to be just so much of a threat that people's not going to run anything on his side. He's going to be double teamed at some point. All right? He's going to be double teamed at some point. And that's just what it's going to be. That dude has a huge amount of explosiveness that I know linemen, running backs, and quarterbacks and offensive coordinators aren't ready to face unless you just got some A1 Pro Bowlers lined up to handle him. But I don't see it happening. Also, Jalen Darden, he dropped the ball. Not a horrible drop ball, but it should have been possessed. You know, he got a little few things going. I'm not you know, he has some time to really prove himself. I think he's more so going to be used as a punt returner and a kick returner this year. I don't think that he's going to be on the field very much because he's still a rookie. He's a little undersized. We have actually 2 undersized receivers, and Tyler Johnson, you know, I think he's like a little over like 6 foot and a little over 200 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. He's pretty cool. He proved himself last year as a rookie to show that he can catch balls in heated moments. You know, when it's time, when the game is on the line, he's gonna convert and put the team on his back. But as far as Jalen Darden, I'm not saying that he's a bad talent or anything. He's actually good talent. I see the explosiveness. I see all of the potential. But I don't think that he's going to be used in the Bucs offense this year because we already have Scotty Miller. I mean, you got Mike Evans, you got Chris Godwin, you got Tyler Johnson, and you know you got Scotty Too Hotty. I call him Scotty Too Hotty. And then you also have Jalen Darden. I don't think it's gonna happen. We have that at that number 85 as well. So I think Jalen just has to worry about just doing the kickoff thing, get a punt return thing, and make a name for himself over there. And if you can kind of just Devin Hester that thing, maybe it'll work. You know, or Dante, what's his name? What's the old boy name from the Kansas City Chiefs? They used to take all the kick returns back in the day. I'm mad because I don't know his last name, and I'm pissed off because I do know football, but y'all know exactly who I'm talking about, right? So if you know who I'm talking about, put that name in there, and I'm gonna be like, damn. And I'm gonna be mad anyway because I'm probably editing this video, and I found out already. So it is what it is. So yeah, man. Keyshawn Vaughn, like I said, he's good. He has some things to work on. I know he's not satisfied. He can't be satisfied. And Scotty. So the thing about Scotty is that to me he's being used as, to me he's running the same plays as Antonio Brown. All of these quick screens and just really quick 1-2 in, catch, let's see how far you go. He's too small. And this is why AB is starting clearly over him, which he's absolutely deserving of being a #1 slot receiver. But of course you got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin who invited you and basically said that, hey, you know, I praise him being on the team. It's all good, coach. But Scotty is running the same plays as Antonio, and Scotty actually surprised me. I think he surprised everybody. You can even look at the Buccaneers documentary when Mike Evans, or I think Chris Godwin, they couldn't even believe that he caught that pass against the Packers in the playoffs. And that's the thing, man. He's undersized. He's extremely fast, and I think that teams are only going to know that they only know one thing about him. He's fast. And if you let him burn you, he's going to get open. And there's a couple of people on our squad, on our receiver core, that could do that. Antonio Brown could do that. Scotty could do that. Chris Godwin could do that. Mike Evans, he has a little speed. He has speed, but he's more so big, and he kind of just puts the pressure on the defensive core, on the secondary, because he's so big that they have to wrestle with him and they don't want him to get that ball. So his size plays a huge advantage, and his height plays a huge advantage on why he's actually receiving a lot of pass interference calls. That is true. So Scotty, to me, I seen all the plays that they were running. He wasn't getting anywhere. It's clear to me that he's not going to be the type of receiver unless he gain weight and figure out that other part of his game. He's not going to be the receiver that's going to be breaking tackles and stuff like that. I'm going to have to shout out somebody from the Patriots, man, that we're going to have to watch out for. And I got to say this now. Ramondre Stevenson, I believe. If I'm saying it right. I know his last name is Stevenson. The Patriots, we're going to play this year. We're going to play them in their house. Ramondre Stevenson, that guy there can make people miss 5 or 6 tackles at a time. I mean, at least 3 to 6 every time he touches the ball. So I think he will be used a lot against the Bucs, and I'm only saying that because I gotta put out future things so people can kind of keep an eye on. And the coaches, if you watching, players, if you watching, y'all pay attention to what the fans see versus what y'all see and help get y'all game stronger. I'm not saying I know football completely. All I know is that I've been a fan since I was a little boy. I played as well. But hey, that doesn't mean anything when you're talking to professionals and when you're talking about professionals. But if you respect what I'm saying and you know that I'm talking some real good, legitimate-ish, then come on in, man. Come on in and, you know, just kind of take a page out my book and put it in your game. Because my only goal for this whole thing is to show everybody that, hey, and for myself, I'm a real Buccaneers fan, so I ain't quitting on this thing, whether we lose, win, draw, or sorry. We can be losing 17 years straight. I'm still going to be in front of this camera because I've been a Bucs fan since a little boy. But it's also, too, to let people know that if you're watching my videos and you're a player, take what I'm saying and apply it to your game. I'm a fan, bruh. So if whatever I'm saying is pissing you off or making you mad, by all means, I don't want no smoke with y'all. By all means, I don't want absolutely no smoke with y'all at all. I got the strap in the backpack. We not going there, okay? And I won't hardly use that as well, but we ain't finna go there. But this is only just to give constructive criticism to help y'all game. And if you don't like it, you just don't like it, move on. But I'm a fan. I'm going to be here even when you're not on the Bucs. All right? Even when you're not on the Bucs, I might be talking about your behind even when you're playing with somebody else. So you might be with us 1 minute, and then when you're with somebody else, I'm going to be critiquing you against us, and that's what it's going to be, almost like Jameis Winston. I love Jameis Winston. I feel like he's one of the most overlooked quarterbacks, young quarterbacks, ever right now. And it's not like he's so overlooked. It's just that he had a chance to prove himself with a good core of guys on the offensive side, and he didn't adapt to he didn't adapt and correct his mistakes, and that was the problem. And then we obviously got a better guy, and Bruce Arians said, if we can win with this guy, we can damn sure win with another one. He said something up that speed. Yeah, man, this is what it is. So let me go ahead and finish what I gotta say. There's a few more left that I want to get into. All right, so let me see. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I guess I don't have anything else to say. That's it. We're gonna move on to game number 3. Game number 3. We're gonna face. Who do we face next? Who do the Bucs face next? Let me see. Oh, we played the Texans next Saturday at 8 p.m. So yeah, man. Until we meet again, this your boy JB, aka Spoken, and yeah, man, I'm here, Buccaneers fan. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you share it, and make sure you tell everybody who's a Buccaneers fan, come on back this way. Come on back yonder, because this ain't gonna stop. I actually can't wait till we play the Cowboys. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait until we play the Cowgirls. I'm gonna tell y'all, hold on. When we play the Cowgirls, oh my gosh, I can't wait till we put an ass whooping on them. You see, the Atlanta Falcons and the Cowgirls are kind of one and the same with me. I used to root for teams in my conference, well, in my division, and I lost all respect for rooting for people in my division after the Atlanta Falcons. When they lost, and I think the Patriots came back, Tom Brady came back like 28 points, something like that. That kind of just threw it all away from me, because Jamal Anderson was with them in 1998 or something like that. They lost the Super Bowl. And then you got the Falcons that went to Super Bowl again, and they lost to the Patriots, and they had it in the bag. And this was during the time when I hated the Patriots. I hated the Patriots. And I kind of still somewhat do. But now that your boy Tom on our squad, I can't do that much hating, because this right here is a real GOAT, a real man of caliber and substance, and we need that guy. We need that guy. And if you for us, I'm for you. And that's just what it is, player. You know what I'm saying? Like Devin White said, his mama love him, I don't. When you against us, but when you for us, by us, I'm for you. Period. A lot of people said that Shannon Sharp, I think Terrell Davis said that if Shannon Sharp wasn't his teammate, he would hate him. And that's how I felt about Tom Brady. I don't hate Tom. Not now. I never hated him. I always appreciated and accepted and respected his game. But Lord knows I hated them Patriots. Lord knows I hated them Patriots. And speaking of the Patriots, Mac Jones is going to be pretty solid out there. So they honestly want to start him over Cam. But they ain't going to do it just yet. He going to get a couple snaps in throughout the season, you know, especially throughout the early season. If they losing, then he going to get in there anyway, and they going to get him dirty. And that's the whole goal, is to get him dirty. So once Cam start, if he fuck up, or if he mess up, if Cam mess up, then Mac is in there all day. So I think Cam knows that he has to have a mistake-free type of year this year. And if you see me covering other type of teams, don't worry about it. I may get into it, but I may end up just covering teams most likely if they're playing us this year. So any team that's playing the Buccaneers within a year, I'm probably going to be critiquing them throughout the year and give y'all pointers on what I see, because I'm watching every team that's going to face us this year, period. I'm watching your linebackers, I'm watching your corners, I'm watching your nose tackles, your quarterbacks, your left guard, your right guard, your receivers, running backs. I'm watching everybody, safeties, punters, kickers, coaches, how y'all talk to each other. I'm damn near a spy, okay? But the Bucs will be just fine this year. I do think that the Buccaneers coaches need to go back to the drawing board and figure out what the play calling is like. Even though players make up the plays, you still need to make sure that these plays are effective. So I don't really know how effective these plays are in practice when the main unit is out there. So with that being said, I love y'all. If it sound like I had spit in my mouth, I really do. I'm swap. That's what she said. But never mind. Buccaneers, I love y'all. Come back next week. I'm here, and we are Bucs World.